Today we're in Hiawassee, Georgia at Osborn Farms, and we're lucky enough to have one of the owners here, Taylor Osborne. Taylor, thank you for having us.
Well, Rick, thank y'all for coming out. You know, it's an honor to be able to show y'all what we do here at Osborn Farms and to be able to provide this for our community. Can't wait to show you everything in here.
I appreciate it. How did all this start? Because it's amazing.
Me and Dad we started October of 2020. It's something I've always wanted to do for the last couple of years. And I always thought it was a little crazy, but COVID actually pushed us on through it. And we opened January 9th of 2021. It's been nothing but a blessing since then.
For those who are unfamiliar with Osborn Farms, tell me a little about it.
So we raise all the cattle right here on our farm from the time that they're born to the time they're harvested. We are grass-fed, grain-finished. That being said, we do about a 90 to 150 day grain program towards the end. That's for personal preference. When I bite into a steak, I want it to taste like beef. Fully grass-fed to me, tastes more gamey and whatnot, so I like to do the grain finishing.
All right. Taylor, it's my understanding that this is a family-owned business. Can you tell me a little about that?
Oh, absolutely. Yes, sir. It is. Me and Dad started it. Everything we do here, we own it together. We got the store here, we got the feed store beside, the Airbnb on the other side, and then the whole farm itself.
Now, you left out who I'm thinking is probably the real boss. I met her when I came through the door.
That's right. That is my sister Kendra. She is who everybody sees when they come here to Osborn Farms. She is here 5 days a week. If it was not for her, we could not do any of it. She runs the store. She is the face that everybody sees and everybody knows.
Now, what days of the week are you open?
We're open 7 days a week now. We started out 3 days a week. Was fortunate enough when Kendra, finally I talked her into coming on board in August, we went to 5 days a week, and my best friend Zach is here until he goes to dental school. He is here Sundays and Mondays.
Okay, and what are your hours?
Sundays we are open 1 to 6, Mondays is 10 to 6, and then Tuesday through Saturday is 9 to 5.
9 to 5, okay, yep. Very good, very good. Taylor, how about a tour of everything you have here?
Oh, absolutely, come on. So, this is where everybody's gonna run to on Fridays and Saturdays. Today, we're out, because today's Thursday. Friday and Saturday, this is where all the fresh steaks is. This is where the ribeyes, the fillets, the T-bones, this is where everybody's coming.
All right.
Over here is everything we have frozen today. We have ground beef, everything you can
But
sell.
this was this originally here and then there?
Absolutely, so we keep it fresh through the weekend. And then if we don't sell it by Wednesday afternoon, we put it in the freezer. It's good for up to a year, year and a half. Some would say 3 years.
All right, you've got a little of everything. How about explaining a little of what all I'm seeing for folks that are watching?
So we have every cut of beef that you can think of. We also carry other people's stuff as well. When we opened this, our vision was to help other farmers the same way as helping ourselves. Waldrop's down in LJ, Georgia does my cutting and packing, and we carry all their pork products. They're widely known for their country sausage. It is the best ever. We carry Springer Mountain Farms chicken. It is no hormones, no antibiotics, just like our beef and pork is, and it's ever. Not just no hormones or antibiotics in the last 30 days. It is forever. They never have any of it.
Okay. Now tell me a little about the different cuts that you have.
So we have every cut of beef you can think of. Beef short ribs, Korean style ribs, skirt steak, sirloin tip steak, cube steak, beef stew, chuck roast, shoulder roast. If you can dream it out of a cow, it is here.
Well, let me ask you, what's your #1 seller?
Oh, steaks, absolutely. Ribeyes and fillets, they are the #1 thing.
Okay, and I don't see any today.
Oh no, because we're out of them. They sell out too fast. I mean, you're usually on Friday and Saturday morning, sometimes in the summertime, there's a line out here.
Okay, so. Very good, very good. All right, well how about, let me see. Now this one, we don't have anything yet.
So this is where whenever we go down to our processor, I personally, me and Dad, we pick out our cattle every Thursday, our beefs that we decide to take that week. We pick them out right down here at the barn. He takes the beefs, I'll go down and pick up the meat. And when we come back on Thursday afternoon, we put all the fresh meat out of this week.
I got you.
Yeah.
So tomorrow, mid-morning, I need to come back and it'll be
9 a.m. is when that's the best time. That's when everybody's ready.
Friday at 9 a.m.
Or Saturday at 9.
Or Saturday at 9.
Yep.
All right.
Both mornings.
Very good. Now down here, I see you have some dairy products. Tell me a little about this.
So this comes from our friends Mountain Fresh Creamery over in Claremont, Georgia. Like I said previously, that's our whole thing is we want to help out other farmers the same as us. They are a family-owned business. If you like ice cream, Rick, it is the best ice cream in the world. Unfortunately, they will not sell me ice cream because they sell out so fast over there. So.
Right, but true whole milk.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's the you got to wipe the cream off.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds good. Goat cheese?
Yes. Linda Carringer over in Hayesville, North Carolina, Town Mountain Farms. She milks her goats and makes all the cheese right here local. So.
What I'm guessing is real peanut butter.
That is Georgia-grown peanuts, hand-ground peanut butter from our friends down at Sweet Treats Cannery. They are awesome. They actually do all of our canned goods here.
Okay. And off the camera, I learned a lot about your cheeses because I'm clearly a cheese eater. Tell me about these.
So this comes, me and my sister Kendra runs the place. We went up to Sweetwater, Tennessee and found these people. They are amazing. It is a family-owned business, man, wife, daughter, and son. They do the whole entire deal. They have about 500 cows that they milk every day to make the cheese. When you go to their farm, the cheese factory's on the farm, their little restaurant's on the farm. It's the whole deal.
Well, I just was taken in by the chipotle, jalapeno, jack, Gouda, pimenta. I mean,
if you can name it or dream it, they have it.
They have it. They have it.
Absolutely.
Now, next case, chicken.
Yes, it comes from our friends over at Springer Mountain Farms in Baldwin, Georgia. It's the same way as our beef. No antibiotics, no hormones, none of that stuff ever. It is. It took us about a year to find them. We looked at a lot of places to find chicken.
Yeah.
That was our number one questions people ask us. When can you get chicken? So.
Good. You truly serve a little of everything here as far as meats. Now, I noticed some other products here besides food. Tell me a little about these.
So everybody knows this area for Brothers Restaurant too.
Yep.
And one of the fabulous owners, Doria Burns, she has goats along with her 10 other businesses. And she milks the goats and she makes the best soap and candles, tobacco caramel, salt life, all kinds of these crazy names for them, but they are amazing.
Right.
They're awesome.
All right. And off camera, you told me a little about the beeswax.
Yeah, so the beeswax candles comes from Hiawassee Honey Company. They do our honey. They're right here local. If you were looking for honey, they have the best wildflower and sourdough honey there is.
All right. Well, let's head over there. Now, you've got a little everything here, it looks like. Tell me a little about this. I'm looking at jalapeno bacon jam, strawberry jalapeno jam. Tell me a little about these items.
So all the canned goods comes from Sweet Treats Cannery down in Springfield, Georgia. They buy nothing but local Georgia-grown products, and they buy some stuff from Florida farmers as well. It is a man and wife, and they do every bit of this themselves. They have their own cannery. It is top-notch.
All right. Well, they certainly have a variety.
They have it all. They have it from pickled okra to pickled beans. I was telling you about the green beans. That's how I met them, was over a pickled green bean. Sounds crazy, but it's one of the greatest things ever.
Now, and you briefly mentioned honey. Tell me a little about the honey.
Yeah, so it is done right here local. Actually, they have some beeves on our farm right here in Hiawassee. It was bought right here local. Carl Edwards had the business for years and sold it to Miss Betsy and her husband, who now take over, and they are doing an awesome job.
All right. And you have spices.
Yeah, we have all our own line of spices. We got the Osborn Farms steak and rib rub, which is the #1 seller. We sell out of it quite frequently. We have Waldrop's, who does our processing. We have their everything rub, as they call it. You can put that on anything you can dream of. We also have some hamburger rubs and stuff, just a little bit of our own stuff to sell, and hot sauces and such.
Oh, all right. Now, I see everything from fig jam to strawberry rhubarb to bear jam.
Bear, yeah.
Okay, what's bear jam?
It is it's blackberry, elderberry, apple, and raspberry jam, but they call it bear jam. That way you don't have to say that whole mouthful, you know?
I got you. And you've got different barbecue sauces.
Yes, so my favorite is the honey barbecue sauce, and I done a cooking video with this a couple weeks ago with Waldrop's baby back ribs, and this is absolutely to die for. It is awesome, and it comes right from Sweet Treats Cannery as well down in Springfield.
Supporting another farm.
Absolutely.
Okay. And then finally, we worked your way from beef to chicken to pork. Now, tell me a little about your pork.
This is one of my favorites, Rick, because Waldrop's, they do my processing. They're down in Ellijay, Georgia. They're from Hayesville, North Carolina, which you know is local. They are amazing. This is their #1 seller. It is the Waldrop's mild and hot sausage. We cannot get enough of it. People rave over it constantly on how good it is.
What's your #1 pork seller?
Sausage, all day long. Yeah.
Taylor, I really appreciate you having us here today. I have learned so much. Thank you.
Well, Rick, I appreciate you coming out today. It was an absolute pleasure. You know, any way I can teach the community about what they're eating and stuff, I'm learning every day to this day about it. I had no idea that there was so much that what goes into our food until I really started learning a few years ago. So it was been a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.